Okay, going for kickoff here. Really good kickoff. That was a really good kickoff. Keep it close to the play. Is that in? Oh, that was quite unlucky. So your kickoff here is really, really strong. You go for the mid boost, which is obviously correct. Your mate pushes up forward, which is obviously a good thing to do, applying pressure. Your mate does a pretty good job. I think here Omega whiffs the ball here, and I think you probably think he's going to take a touch. So then at this point, you're probably thinking like, oh, well, oh shit, he just missed. Let me have a shot. So not going to dig too deep into this. I think the whole play was correct, and you just got a bit unlucky with the shot there. So yeah, definitely grab their corner boost. Good. Not bad. Not allowing them just to carry the ball. A lot of players would just kind of back off. So here they would just back off, and let the opponent go up the wall. You don't do that, which is really good. You kind of like hold your ground, make the challenge, and it works out pretty well. Now here, this is a very, very like awkward setup, should I say. Probably mate is down there, somewhere in mid. So the likelihoods that I'm assuming you might try to go for a quick pass mid. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. This can be quite risky, especially if the opponent's second man is ready for you to pass, and if they can intercept the ball quicker than your mate latching onto the ball, it could be quite dangerous. But let's just see what you do here. Okay, I guess you try to opt to go for a solo kind of aerial play here, which actually works out to be pretty good. I can't lie. It actually looks pretty clean. You actually beat the second man. So yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Here, if you want to go for a solo play, it's really awkward. You'd have to kind of like go behind the ball a little bit if you wanted to direct the ball towards the opponent's net. Not going to be easy at all. Maybe something like that, kind of using the back of your car to push the ball out. That's one option, but mechanically pretty difficult to do, I would be honest, in saying that. But this actually worked out to be pretty good, so yeah. Take the boost. Good. This isn't bad. So here, what happens here is that the opponent, your teammate, he pops it over the opponent. You could probably go for this ball really quickly. This is just vision. Not saying that you would 100% score. So for example, so here, right here, you could probably try to go for this ball and try to hit it in. Again, the opponent will still probably try to save it, but I'm just letting you know that it's definitely a possibility that you could try and go for. If you want to be extra safe, in that case, you'd have to trust teammate here and get a lot closer. So here, the moment this happens, right, you'd want to boost further, and then look, you'll be able to get to this ball a lot quicker. Before the second man even gets close, you trust your teammate's going to get the beat. He does get the beat, and then you follow up with the ball. So a lot of this is having to do with trusting your teammate. And in this case, it is your teammate's responsibility to beat the first man. So if you do push forward really hard and your mate does get dunked, yes, you could probably say you can be safe than sorry and try and turn away in case he gets dunked. But then it's just risk reward, right? If he doesn't get dunked and he beats the first man, which is what he does, then you just effectively lost an opportunity to score. So think of it like that. But in the end, this isn't bad. So yeah. Okay, here, control it. Good control. Not bad at all. I think this is good. You take. Wait, did you not get the boost there? I'm sure you got the boost there. Maybe it might be the replay glitch. Yeah, it is a replay glitch. This is not bad. You tried to beat the person on the wall. I don't think it's particularly the worst thing. So I think it's good. Okay, just keeping track. Let your teammate go for this. Nice, get some pads. Here your teammate got demoed, didn't he? So after this happened, let me see where your teammate is. Yeah, he got demoed over there. Okay, it's just that in the replay plugin it doesn't pop up, or there's no sound effect when a demo happens, so sometimes it can kind of slip my mind. Here, what I like to do is I like to just to get a bit closer, just to apply unwanted pressure, but not necessarily to challenge. So here, I would probably apply pressure like this, and then I would turn away. It's just to show the opponent, hey, I'm there. You don't have a lot of time to do what you want. Here, I think we're just too far away, and this can be a bit risky. The reason why is because you don't want them to dribble. So, for example, where is he? Here, if he tries to cut the ball, right, and he turns this way, then he could be able to control the ball and flick it into your net, right? And all of a sudden, you're thinking, oh, I'm perfectly fine here. But then it just turns out to be, you know, he just turns it right now. Imagine he just cuts it in and he flicks it in, or he flicks it on target, and your mate is demoed, then it could potentially be a goal. So when you try to drive a lot closer before they take the touch, it basically tells them that I have to think twice about controlling the ball low. I'm going to pop it high. So what happens is that they try to pop the ball high, and when they pop it high, this is usually good because it buys you time to swing away, get some boost, buys your mate time to also spawn and reposition. So think of it like that. This is just mechanics. There's nothing here. There's nothing really more to say. Your intentions are completely clear. You want to try and go for it. It's just mechanics. Like I said, guys, I know some of you might want me to spend more time on mechanics, but this is like a whole separate thing. It just requires a lot of aerial card control, a lot of grinding compared to, like, you know, game sense. So the intention, it makes sense. It's just mechanically you just messed up a little bit there. So yeah, stay in the play, grab some pads. Your mate has no booster. You got to stay close to the play here. Here, okay, if you're in Igma's situation here, guys, and you have no boost and you're on the wall like this, try your best not to hit the ball away, because you're supposed to allow your second man to find the second ball, but when you hit the ball back to the opponent like this, your second man can't latch onto this ball, and then all of a sudden your second man now has to play defense, right? So if you're in this situation, so what happens? So here, if you're in this situation, you can just kind of just see what happens, right? Go like this, put your camera down. Are they backing away? They're backing away. Okay, now try to play for the 50, and then your mate can latch onto the second ball a lot easier if you decide to play for the 50 instead of just hitting the ball away like this. And now look at this. Now automatically we had possession, and now we're on defense all of a sudden. Good awareness, good avoidance of the demo there. This was good. I really like this a lot. Definitely good awareness right there. Grab some pads, stay in the play. Okay, we're too far. I'm not too sure what's going on. Like here, guys, mate is going forward, ball is traveling forward, we go forward. Here, we just take too long, right? So here, your mate is going for the ball here. Well, guess what? I'm going to start speeding up. And now look at this. And now I have a free ball. I can do whatever I want with it, right? So let's see what happened here. Is he able to get to it? He's able to get to it. If the second man, let me see. So let me just show you guys something. He's the second man of the first man who's going to challenge, right? Okay, here. So if he just rotated out, well, let me show you like this. If he rotated out, look at this. You'd have been able to get to there first. Sorry, I pressed my R3 button. You'll be able to get there first. Look at that. Right? But if we manage to speed up and get to the play, wait for the 50, now we're going to definitely, even if the second man positioned properly and did what I showed you before, if we did what we did, we would definitely at least get a 50 between the two, right? So knowing where to position and reading the play to try and catch that second ball is basically what twos is in a nutshell, right? The more second balls you can win, the more chances of you just winning the game in general. So yeah, the reason why we get to this ball first is because the opponent's second man didn't position for the 50 correctly, and that's why we get the second ball here. Oh, that's a great. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky, man. That was nice. Yeah, that was really, really nice. Oh, that's so unlucky. All right, let's reset. Get the boost. That's fine. You can let me have boost here. Not bad. Not bad yet. Let mate just make the first challenge. The guy booms it instead. Cover net. It should be fine. Mate should. Okay, that's fine too. It's just a bit disjointed, I think. Let me see. Where did the opponent go? It's just a bit disjointed. What I mean by that is like it's too it's not coordinated between both teammates. Here I was thinking, just for example, so Igma gets the, so this happens right here because mates is backwards. What could happen is that the person with no boost could latch onto the ball whilst the other guy Wailing can be the one to try to maybe demo chase. So that way it's a 2-on-1 coordinated attack rather than just a 1v1, which is basically what happens here. So that's what I mean by disjointed a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, that should be a goal. This should be a goal. Yeah, I think I think it should be 2 goals by now, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, nice. Should be able to control this. It's a bit... Oh no. Yeah, we don't need to rush here. When you're in this position, you can see everything. You can see that the opponents, both opponents are so far away, right? Like, they're not close enough for you to warrant a panic here. Like, a lot of it has to do with vision. So here, the moment you go here, you can see, right? Oops. You can see that both opponents are far away. You can see, oh, both opponents are far away here. I can just take my time. There we go. Just take my time. So the moment you hit this position, don't look at the ball. Just look at the opponents. That will tell you, okay, can I take my time or do I have to hit it away? Oh, here I can take my time and then slow down, jump, control it. That's it. And you'll be perfectly fine there. All right, let's keep going. Okay, cheating up, that's fine. Get the mid boost. Try to go for this ball. Not bad. You got to hit on it. You got to touch on it. Igma can now try and shoot. Good attempt. This is good. This is really, really good, Rocket League. You try to go for it here. So hold on. If you could go a bit earlier, but you know what, your speed is fine. I'm not going to criticize this attempt too much. You get a good 50 in the end. And then you also try to go for the demo. This is really proactive thinking here. This is good. This is really, really good. Nice touch. Nice. Nice. Well done. Really, really good. So here, I wouldn't suggest air rolling again. So you did here. So good. You flip. Keep your nose straight here. So keep it straight here like this. Maybe you can pinch it in, right? Pinch it in or something like this. Don't over air roll because then you're taking a touch that is like doesn't save you too much, right? So try to be a bit more, let's say, conscious of the touches that you're taking. Okay, 1-1, being a good game so far. Okay, I'm not too sure what happened there. Maybe there was some communication there. Not sure. Nice, good clear. Oh, really, really good. Oh, okay. I think they got too excited here. This is good. Here, the moment your mate hits this and you land, right? I can see why you would go for this like immediately. But at the higher levels, you don't actually, in Rocket League, especially at the higher levels, you don't really look at the ball. I know it sounds weird, but a lot of the information gathering will be from the cars. So here, the moment this happens, right, and you land, a lot of players will now look at the ball. But at the higher levels, right, they don't look at the ball. They wouldn't necessarily look at the ball here. Well, they would because it's kind of just in front of you. But what I mean, the focus would be on your mate's car. And the moment they see their mate's car like this, is an indication that the teammate is probably going to try and go for it. Is it unlikely that they will get a double tap? Yes, because of perhaps the amount of boost that they have. But this tells you that you need to stay grounded, because if you go for this ball and your mate also goes for this ball, then it's a double commit. And if it doesn't go in, then you're going to be open for a counter attack, right? So here I would have stayed grounded, see if my mate can get it, and then I would try to hit the crossbar. Then I would try to score the shot, right? When you go for this ball, then this is basically what happens, right? And a lot of this can be avoided by just reading your mate's behavior with their car. So yeah, that was definitely avoidable. Okay, I think we just kind of misinput there. That's fine. That's fine. Grab some pads. That's fine too. Send the ball. Actually, let me go back one more time. So here. I would have liked you to path differently here. So the moment this happens, sorry, where was it? So here, look at this, and then you have a free ball. Just by this pathing here to the big boost, you could probably have a shot. Would it be saved? Maybe, but just because of this pathing opportunity, this pathing, well, basically this pathing here, it allows you to get a shot on. But because you go for boost here, now you're like, oh, do I go for this? Do I not? It's too far away. I'm not close enough. And now a situation where you could have had a shot turns into a situation where you have to kind of like play defense again. So yeah. Okay, should be your ball. 50. Not a bad 50. I don't know where your mate was. How come your mate didn't follow up on this ball? Let me see. Okay, your mate goes for boost. Guys, don't do this, please. Like, please. No matter what rank you are, right? Okay, you land. Your mate is going for the ball, right? Your mate is going for the ball. You have 0 boost. Go with your mate. Follow your mate. It's so important. So here, grab this boost. Grab this. And now look, you have an opportunity. You have 100 boost. You were able to get the 100 boost here. Look, this is where you got the 100 boost. This one, where the ball is. Speed up the play, and now you can do whatever you want, right? But because at this rank, what happens is that a lot of players want to get boost, but they don't understand that when you follow the play and you follow the ball with low boost, you will naturally pick up the nearest big boost in that kind of vicinity or in that situation automatically, right? Here, what we do is that we leave the play to get the big boost. But if you look over there, if we follow the play, we still would have gotten the big boost with the ball too, right? So it's not, when you want to get big boost, you get the big boost where the play is. You don't get big boost where the play is not there. That's how you get the big boost, generally speaking. And if there is no big boost, then you get the pads where the play is. That way you're always involved in the play, and that way you don't leave the play in most situations. So yeah. Okay, good 50. Okay, a bit of a bump. It's fine. Not bad. Actually, let me go back. So here, okay, this was a bit unfortunate. Let me see mate's POV here. Okay, this I can see what's the situation is kind of awkward here. I'm trying to think of whether we should go for an aerial here. So here, I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking, and that way you have possession with boost. This is speaking about the mate, right? The issue is that because the ball's over our heads, we don't have the vision necessary. And if you're thinking, where is the vision? How do we know we can kind of let the ball drop? It's because after this situation, there are 2 situations here. One, you could get demoed by him, so you got to keep that in mind. And then 2, he's far away. So you know this Omega is not going to get the ball. It's likely going to be this guy here, right? So as long as we keep an eye on him and kind of move and just think that he doesn't demo, in this situation, it's going to be very difficult for him to score because you're going to be generally be covering net there, and your mate is behind you. So if he does hit it towards net, you're pretty confident your mate will kind of also help you out. And then when he hits it, you have a free possession here, and you can obviously reset the play. The issue here is that our mate hits the ball. The moment you take a touch and your mate cannot follow up on the second touch, it's almost going to be a possession given away, which is exactly what happens. Possession given away, and now the opponent is the one making the threatening play here. Okay, here is hit the ball up, speed up the play. I like the idea. I do like the idea here. So here, yeah, I like this idea. I'm gonna be honest. You hit the ball because you want to speed up the play, speed up the counter attack. You get the boost, you land, and you have a pretty good position here, right? Your mate, it's a bit far away, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, we just messed up with our mechanical decision here. It's not easy to know exactly what to do here. The best bet is probably to just to control the ball and go for a flick to the backboard that your mate can try to follow up on. Oh, see, the replay doesn't let me do it. Yeah, it just hits the ball because that's what happened in reality. But, you know, control the ball here, flick it to the backboard. That way you beat the first man, and try to make life difficult for the second man, perhaps. So yeah, maybe you could also take it up in the air. Maybe if your air dribbling skills are good, take it to the backboard. The only problem is that if you do that, the Fua guy can just go drive up the backboard and just have a comfortable save. So yeah. Okay, grab the boost. Okay. Okay, this movement, I'm not too sure what's going on with this movement here. I can't tell what you're trying to do. Okay, so here you grab the boost, you grab the pad. So Omega's got the ball here. It looks like you want to turn to challenge there, but then you decide not to. Then you turn away. Okay. Okay, do you know what? One thing I do like about it, just looks like I couldn't tell whether what you want to do. Are you looking to stay or are you looking to go back, right? One thing I do like is that you do stay in the play here. It's very, very like tempting to just do this, but which I also think is not too bad. The reason was because here your mate is not really in the play, and you're also not really in the play too, in the sense that to force something to happen is what I mean by not in the play, right? Your mate needs boost, right? So your mate is going to get this boost. So because your mate is not ready to be active in the play, right? This is another hint. This is another kind of advice about getting boost. When both of you guys are not in the play, you can afford to go and get boost. That's not involved in the play. Why? It's because both of you guys are not in the play. The problem is if you get boost while one of you, either you or your mate, are involved in the play or about to become involved in the play, then you don't go for boost. Here, your mate turns away. You see he has no boost, right? You know he's going for the mid boost, so he's not in the play right now. He doesn't have any intention of contributing something to getting the ball or anything like that. This means that you then have time to get boost, right? You have time to grab this boost because your mate's getting boost, and now both of you guys are in the play, right? Look, your mate makes the touch with full boost, and you now have full boost to also make a touch. So this part of the rule of getting boost, whether you're in the play or not in the play, can be a bit complicated, but think of it like this. If both of you are not involved in the play, you can afford to get boost. If one of you are in the play, don't go for boost, stay in the play. Think of it like that. In the end, it works out. You grab the boost there. Mate just misses. Let me see mate's POV. This is always risky. Like, if you notice yourself doing this, whenever you see your mate in the air with no boost, you know automatically that he's gonna take forever to get back. You know this, right? Well, you should know this, especially at champ rank. So the moment this happens, right, it's all about probability. It's just basing your what you want to do on the best probability. So here, mate has no boost, right? the angle to take this shot is not like it's a blatant open net, right? The opponent is here and the second man is coming around him. So there's someone in net. Your mate has no boost. He's so far up, right? And there's someone in net, and the angle is not. It's not impossible, but getting the correct read, and the correct shot on net here is not easy. This means that if you miss this, that's it. It's just your mate here is just in a very tough situation. It's basically a 2v1. Okay, so you gotta ask yourself, how much risk do I want to put here? Okay, I understand it's a minute and 30 something seconds, 50 something seconds, and you're losing 2-1. So maybe putting in the risk is fine, but at least make the angle for yourself easier. So after this happens here, your mate goes up, create the angle. So here, and then try to go for it there. And then at least it's a 50, right? It's a safe. If the opponent whiffs, you know, if the opponent whiffs, it's a goal, and if the opponent doesn't whiff, then at least you 50 the ball here. If you really want to go for this ball, this could be an option, possibly. But the fact that you go for it head on just makes it really awkward, and then your mate has to play defense here. Okay, it's a bit awkward. Not bad at all. Ideally, at the higher rank, you want to be able to control this and take it further downfield, but it's okay. Okay, let me see what happened here. Okay, I mean, if you're confident, the moment this happens, you'd want to kind of be instant on this ball. Do you see how instant the moment this happens? You're instantly gonna be able to try your best to control this ball, and then hit it like this. And then maybe you can try to. I don't know what exactly a mechanical skill is, but this is how you prevent pressure, right? This happens. You got to be confident. Read, because if you decide not to read this ball and just let it kind of come down, is you basically saying that I'm going to take the risk and invite a shot or invite some sort of pressure. And look, he gives it to his mate, and if he hits a really good shot top corner, then it's a goal, right? But that one does require a little bit of mechanical control, so I won't put too much pressure on you to do that. Okay, let me go back. I kind of dozed off a little bit there while I was talking. Okay, we don't need to hit this ball. There's absolutely no need to hit this ball. So here, you can oops, I did not need to do that. You can control it, take another touch, then you can hit it away, and then maybe you can grab this boost and then do whatever you want. Here, you just hit it, and it goes to the opponent, which is fine, because I do kind of advise, or sometimes it's boom. It's good to boom if you're going to apply pressure immediately. So for example, if you did this is okay, and then you can kind of hold on, let me make you land. So you can try to like apply pressure, demo him. I'll probably go here, demo him, he's dead, and then now you're chilling. You have like a good 1v1 situation, right? So yeah. What happened here? Oh, just an awkward 50. This is dangerous here. Your mate doesn't jump, I don't think. Hold on, let me see. He just drives. Yeah, the ball's always gonna go high if you don't jump here. Could be something like that. Could be an option. All right, let's continue. So this happens, which kind of leaves you in an awkward situation. This could easily have been a goal. Ah, that's just unlucky here. Yeah. That's just unlucky. I mean, you tried to beam it forward, but you didn't get the correct touch. Oh, okay, okay, now we're panicking. This is definitely a panic situation. Again, whenever you turn, don't flip straight away, right? Just look to see where they are. If they are right there, then obviously you can kind of flip it. This is definitely based on reaction time, right? Then you can flip. But if you notice that they're not there, then you don't have to go, right? You just chill. You can just chill. So the moment you always make a turn, just give it yourself a fraction of a second just to take a look where they are, and then make a decision based off that. Okay. Oh, okay, what happened here? Your mate just hits the ball away. There's a lot of hitting the ball away. Yeah, when we can just take control. We don't need to go to net here. There's no threat. Just stay here. Right? And then look, you can clear the ball away. Just absolutely, we don't need to go to net. What the opponent is backwards, the other guy is far away. There's nothing to indicate that the net is in danger. Stay close to the play. And there you go. Now you're out. Like that. Okay, we get dunked here, but doesn't turn out bad. Mate does a really good job here. Get close to the play. Nice, stay close. Mate doesn't do a great job in the end, but it's fine. Your positioning was really good there, which is fine. Okay, control it. Okay, this is fine. This is really, really good. See, so the reason why I said control it, what I meant was, isn't like, have a look, right? Opponent's coming close, opponent is coming close. Okay, now you can hit it away. Exactly like that. That's much better. Okay, what happened here? What did mate do? So mate is like this. Okay, here you gotta, if you're in this situation here and this happens, your mate is facing towards you, which means that the ball is likely to come to your side of the field, right? If in this situation you have to accept that you can't help your mate on defense because your mate has the ball here. Your mate's job is to beat this opponent's first man, and for you to latch onto the ball for when he does beat the first man here, the oncoming challenge. The problem is we turn towards our mate. So then when your mate does their job, so your mate did their job, you didn't do your job. What you did is that you played it safe. So this is what it looks like. So here, as you're going here, the moment you see this, you turn away like this. And now look at this, guys. Now you just have the ball. And now you're on the counter attack. You basically tell your mate, thank you for doing your job, let me take over. But now here it's like, oh, thank you for doing your job, right? And guess what? We're back on defense right now. Because now it's an awkward ball and we're back on defense. So your mate feels, okay, what was the point in me clearing the ball and sacrificing myself if we're not going to get any kind of possession or offense out of it, right? We're just back on defense straight away. And a lot of it has to do with reading the play, trusting mate, and kind of positioning according to that. Take the boost. Nice. Don't go for this ball. Here, it's just hesitation in the sense that it looked like you wanted to go for this ball, then you bailed out, right? You got to make a decision fast. So the moment this happens, grab this boost, turn away, and then try to challenge. Just try, right? Because you know your mate's behind you here, and then go. And then you're making clear. That way you can force the issue a lot more. And if the opponent doesn't go for the ball here, then you will obviously have a free shot, right? So here, turn away. If you can see they're going to go for it, then you can try to back away too, if you'd rather do that at the same time. So yeah. But here it just looked like you kind of wanted to go for it. Oh, the bounce is awkward. Let me go back. That's what it kind of looked like, the bit there. Okay, fine, good positioning. Again, I mean, it's Champ 2, so obviously the mechanics are not going to be amazing here. You're not going to expect a full carry. Here, I would probably, if I was at this rank and I saw this, I'd probably try to apply pressure like this, and then try to maybe hit this ball away to safety, just to buy me and my teammates some time to, you know, get some boost. So here, obviously, you may hit it further away, so yeah. Okay, you do kind of the same thing. Not bad. Let me see what happened here. Okay, here we flip like mid animation, or not mid animation. We basically not patient, you know. We just flip to try and get boost without really thinking about what's going to happen next. So here, the moment the opponent hits the ball away, then we can try to obviously do this, and then maybe you know, the blade kind of just continues. So yeah. But here, because we went for the boost, we're now on defense. But the biggest takeaway from this, guys, is I want you to realize just how many situations you're in where you could be on offense, but it turns out because of the decisions that you made, you're now back on defense. Just think about that. Look at your replays and just ask yourself, Okay, what is a defense situation that could have turned into an offensive situation, but it just turned back into defense again? And then you'll be surprised here. Here, you should have held your shadow position here. You tried to force a flick, which is, I guess, is okay. I mean, and plus you're losing 2-1, 15 seconds, so it's not the context says otherwise. But here, if you just held your, what you call it, if you just held it, so like here, held it, and then that way you'll be able to make the save. So yeah. Alright, let's just finish this little part off. I think it's going to be a forfeit. Yeah, I think they don't want to play anymore. So yeah, guys, we're going to leave it there. This was a Champ 2 replay. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and catch you on the next one.